Good morning, good evening, or good night to lovely people watching. In today's video, we'll be speaking about responsibilities and fun. As you grow older, you'll get more responsibilities, whether you like it or not. That is life. Paying bills, going to work, and making the very best out of it every single day is what we've been taught. In your spare time, you use most likely that time to have fun. People my generation's definition of fun is going out every weekend, partying, getting drunk, and having fun. That's their definition. And unfortunately, I don't view it that way. I just view getting drunk unnecessarily and a waste of time. Unless it's taking a glass of whiskey with my dad, or taking a beer with one of the good bros and talking smack about life. That is my definition of fun and creating good times. Responsibilities. Either if you're my age, younger or older, responsibilities are bound to happen. For instance, my responsibilities are to take care of myself and my environment. It's to pay the bills on time. It is to make sure that shit goes around. It's to make sure that I show up to my workplace 5 minutes beforehand in order to be ready. It is my responsibility and duty to make sure that dust don't accumulate too much over time. It is my responsibility to do my own laundry, fold it, make sure there's food in the fridge, food in the freezer, making sure there's things going around, making sure that bills are paid on time. But you may be asking a question, okay, but what is that has to do with anything? You'll be surprised, people your age, and my age actually, that run away from responsibility. And that's exactly what I want to speak about in this today's video. I used to be like a person like that when I was younger, even 18, 19 years old. I had a tendency to run away from my problems. It would be the same as trying to outrun your shadow. It would be there all the time, and at some point you would have to face it, whether you like it or not. And that is the thing a lot of people in today's society, especially me when I was younger too, this 5-minute mindset, I'll do it later bullshit, can accumulate to hefty debts, hefty responsibilities, and different sort of things. Right beneath the camera right here. I'm not going to show you because this is private. I have a piece of paper right here, with the name of every single sort of bill that I have. For example, my phone bill. Cool, I paid that off that date. Okay, I paid rent at the beginning of the month, not a problem. I paid my gym membership, and then I got that sort of payment that I need to do tomorrow, and so on. And you get the memo that, oh, I created a system in order to track what expenses that I have. A lot of people my age don't budget. They just spend because they still live with their parents at home. Where was I? Yeah. Running away from the problem itself. When you think of it, when you get a bill, I used to run away from it. I thought that, okay, running away for a period of time, it would make suddenly disappear. I don't know where I got that mindset from. And I thought that, oh, okay, I can just pay it tomorrow. When you don't pay things on time, you get fees. And those fees can accumulate over time, and it can go out on your credit score. Mistakes like that I've done, and I learned from them. And every single time I get a bill, make sure there's money in my bank account, make sure that's just paid off immediately. If there's a bill that I am unsure what in the world it is, I will contact the company itself, have a conversation with them as a human adult, and get an explanation. This is a fee that you didn't pay this bill on time, or there's missing $10 still accumulating. Thank you for notifying me. Thank you for telling me. Pay that off immediately. It is a massive pain in the ass, and it sucks to see that, you get your paycheck and then you pay for sort of things and in order to survive or live in this world. But that is what things are. They are responsibilities. And the thing that you need to understand, that the only person that can control how things work is yourself. I have an advantage of being young because I have dreams, and work hard enough for those dreams, I'll make them successful. I have an advantage of being young, but at the same time having the student mindset of learning from certain mistakes. I'm glad that I quit drinking and pretending to like people I don't give a shit about. I'm glad that I realized early on that, you know what, people that I don't associate with myself with, I remove them. People I don't want to hang out with, I don't hang out with them. When I don't have time, I say no. When I have responsibilities, cool. And another thing, my age, younger or even older, get a backbone, learn to say no, have morals. Because when you start to have these sort of things, it correlates with the responsibility itself. Because when you have responsibility of, let's say you have a wife and kids, or you have a girlfriend in general, and you promised her, yes, you'll be date night this Saturday. You don't have the energy after work. A promise is a promise unless you communicate about it. Take responsibility for things that you have said. You promise someone that sort of thing, you show up and you do that certain thing. If thing doesn't work out, then you talk about it. Communication. Things like this, I'm glad that I learned early on in my age. I could have been 25 and learned these sort of things. Then I realized that shit, then I would have been late. Things that I should have learned by the age of 23 and 24. And people can say that, oh, but you're so young, you have the entire 20s in front of you. Yeah, I used to have that mindset until I started to see the years go by quickly, just like that. I had my fair share of fun. But those definitions of fun was never fun. Hanging out with people I don't care about, going drinking, creating memories. When I look back upon it, I can pull out a memory that I remember very well that, that was just a waste of time. But I gained experience and learned from it, so technically it wasn't that much of a waste of time. Definition of fun. You gotta understand that even though I've sitting here for the past 7 minutes speaking about you need to take responsibilities and actions for the things you've done, communicate about your problems when there's another person involved, instead of being a 10-year-old just like, no, having a temper tantrum. You also need to understand that your definition of fun is not going to stop you for having fun. If you like going drinking out with your people and you go out drinking with your people, I ain't stopping you. That's your definition of fun. Fair enough. My definition of fun is sitting down in my own peace and quiet, going outside maybe, sitting in the forest and bringing my notepad with me, my drawing thing, and start drawing nature or whatever. Even if it's call it a sketch that failed, at least I had a good moment, good time, sitting there enjoying my own personal space. Just, that's a beautiful tree. Yeah. And if I can bring someone with me that has the same sort of interest in me, that just creates much more fun, because then you can sit there and talk with each other and just like, oh, that detail right there, I would recommend adding it there. And that correlates with another thing. The people you surround yourself with also has a massive impact on your future in life. If you hang out with assholes, there's a high possibility and a chance that you will become an asshole yourself, because you pick up small traits from other sort of people. I remember I had 4 or 5 people in my close social circle, and it was one of them that I deemed good friends at the time. But when I hung out with them, every single time I came home, it was just a relief that he was gone. And this happened time and time again. So I started to talk with him about it, that, every single time I hang out with you, every single time I go back home, I feel like that there's just this space of just great, he's finally gone. Not in a rude way, but nothing changes between us. It's the same conversation, same route, same this and that. So we said to each other, fair, we'll take a break then. After the period of time I removed him from my life, I started to see an increase in my overall happiness. And that just reminded me of, I took responsibility by voicing my opinion. It wasn't fun. It wasn't really nerve-wracking either, but it's just great to get it out of your system. So I replaced that guy with someone else later on that year that correlated with my interests. That person and I have more in common than that other guy ever had. And it just clicked off just like that. Some people will come and go in your life. Some people are meant to stay permanently all the way out, and other people's are just there in different chapters of your life. That's how life is. It is brutal, but at the same time, it's beautiful. Those small moments that you think that, those small moments are much more important than those big moments at times. I'll leave you with one last example of small moments versus big moments. Let's say you've been working on an ongoing project for years and it finally hitches off. It finally pays off. Great. Good for you, man. Those small moments you failed. Did you ever think about them? There's a personal goal that I've been working towards for so many years, and I don't mind speaking about it. 200 kilos deadlift in the gym is what I've been aspiring for 2 years. I haven't reached it yet, but the more I think about the moments I failed, the more I appreciate it in general because it makes me realize, all those times I failed 160 kilos, 170 kilos, at least I tried. I was up here at a period of time of chasing that goal of being up at 170 kilos of deadlift. I'm down here where I'm struggling without lifting 120 kilos deadlifting because I took a break from sort of different exercises, and that made me realize, I'm glad I was up here at some point, even though I'm down here. It's made me really think and appreciate the small moments and the struggles that I've had. It is you versus you. Fuck everyone else, but seek guidance when you need it. Take care.